Well, hello there, fellow wild witches. I'm so happy that you decided to join me. My name is Phoenix, and I am a wild witch. And you might ask, what the heck is a wild witch? um, Wild witch actually is someone who has heard the calling, someone who's heard the calling, heard Gaia call, someone who came here to assist Gaia in her ascension process. And we are actually going through an ascension process right now. Many of us witches we don't realize this. We don't even realize why we came here. So if you are a very solitary person, someone who just cannot fit in um, any circles. You know, you're the black sheep. I'm not the black sheep. I'm actually the rainbow sheep of the family. Um, you find that, like, even when I completed my year in a day training, I just sat in my coven and thought, you know what, there's something else. There's something else. So if you're here and you're looking for something else, you feel like you have this calling. You've known since you were a very young child, like myself, that you came here for a specific purpose. You came here to do something. You came here to accomplish something. Something more than just harvesting herbs and making potions and teas. There's something else, something more, something bigger. If you are one of those people, then stay tuned, because I have a lot of information for you, probably information you have not heard before. And so the wild witch is someone who is untamable, who's someone who hates authority, someone who's got an affinity for dragons, someone who feels like they do not fit in if you're empathic, um, and especially someone who has a deep love for this planet, for Mother Gaia. Someone who feels like they are the defender of the animals. I'm a huge defender of the animals. I'm a vegan. So if you're a vegan, that's a huge part of it too. But yes, I'm a voice for the animals. I'm here, I heal, I'm here to help and heal all of Gaia's animal kingdoms. I have a 30-foot spiral wheel in my yard, which I will, stay tuned. My videos, I will take you through my spiral wheel. And I do healings in my wheel. I connect with my A-team in my wheel, and I help Gaia. And like I said before, we are in an ascension process. We are leaving the 3D earth and we're moving into the 5D earth. And a lot of the witches are still asleep to this very fact. We do white magic. We are here to shine the light on the dark magic. The dark magic that has had and still does have a excuse me, a hold on this planet and humanity for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. And they've actually tried to stop this ascension process. They've tried to stop a Gaia from moving into the fifth dimension. We always talk about the new earth, the garden of the goddess. Well, that's exactly what we're fighting for. So we came here to stop the dark. We came here to bring in more of the white magic, the light, the brightness, the rainbow colors, to expose and disclose what's been happening on Gaia, on this planet, and what's been happening to humanity for millennia. And a lot of us don't feel like we belong to humanity. We feel different. We don't feel like them, and that is so true. And I will get into that, into what is really happening and who we really are, why we're really here. So stay tuned, because I think you're going to learn some things that you've never learned before from a lot of the other channels. And not that they're bad, of course. No, not that they're bad. You know, we all have our frequency. We all have our place. We all have our journey. But a lot of us have come here for something more, something bigger, something different. And so stick with me and you will learn. And I would like to probably introduce myself a little bit and tell you a little bit about myself and why I know all these different things. I've been here for a long time. I started on Lemuria. I've been to Agartha, the center of the earth. By physical heritage of this lifetime, I am half Finnish and half Bohemian, which means, yes, I have gypsy in me. Whether that's good or bad, I don't know for you, but I, as a small child, I always knew that I came here to do something different, something special, for lack of a word. But I knew it was with the planet and with the animal kingdoms, the crystal kingdoms. And so my journey has been working with the animals, and I am a dragon horse woman. Yes, there is such a thing. So I work with the horse energy and the dragon energy. And I'm an artist. I mean, aren't we all? I mean, those of us who heard the calling, we all are able to create. We love to create. We love color. We love beauty, because that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to bring back the color and the beauty of this planet that she once was. You know, remember, looking at the trees today are shrubs. The trees of what Gaia used to be were hundreds and hundreds of feet tall. Devil's Tower was actually a tree. So we're here trying to bring back that beauty. So yes, I work with Orgonite. And so this is one of my creations. So I work a lot with Orgonite. Here's a bigger one. I have an Etsy shop, and I sell witchy t-shirts. And I'm also an author. And so these are 3 of my books. Let's see. The first one was Dragon Horse and Seeker of the Forgotten Knowledge. And so in this book, the blurb says, Dragon Horse, a tale that must endure the transcendence of time and dimensions. So it gives you a hint of what's going on in this story, and it's based on my life experience. So we get into the history and the legend of the dragon and the horse, and what does that have to do with us today. And so the second book to that one is called Samaya, and I call it a Gypsy Celtic love tale, because this actually this is a prequel to Dragon Horse. So this starts out in Lemuria and Agartha and what happens, and it's all about, this one I actually finished for 2012. So this one pertains to the great shift that we went through, but it's set in ancient times. So fae, dragons, wizards, witches, gypsies, all of the above. This one gets more into the dragon, more, you know, Shambhala, the ancient cultures. And then this one is this one's Candlelight and Cobwebs. I wrote this one. This one is really interesting. And it's this time of the year. It takes place during Halloween time, my favorite time of the year. And this one will take you to 3 different timelines. And you can see here, we have this big, huge black cat. But this is actually a paranormal romance, historical paranormal romance. We go back to the times of the oracles of Delphi, from present day all the way back to the oracles of Delphi. And this is a good book for the ladies who asked for a little bit more sex. So, and this was one of the characters in my Candlelight and Cobweb book. This is Leonidas. And so I have some very interesting characters in my books. But I just wanted to, give you a little background on me and why you should follow me and listen to what I have to say on my channel. I'm also a Reiki master. I went back and did that back in the 90s. I mean, I'm pushing 60 here, guys. So I've been around, I've done it for a long time. And I'm an herbalist and I'm a healer. I'm Oracle. And so what I would like to do for you guys is I would like to call in my Oracle guides and pick a card for you guys, and a card from the guides, my Oracle guides, that would say, what can you expect from my channel and listening to me? What kind of information can maybe you expect? And so we have a message coming from Spirit, and I feel like the top one here. Oh, okay. So it's all like going on a vision quest. And if anybody knows anything about the Native American culture, I used to do sweat lodges. I have 2 friends that are Cherokee medicine people, and did a lot of sweat lodges in the old days. I never did the Humblaja, which is the vision quest. But so when you think of vision quest, what do? You have to go out. Wild witch, remember wild witches? What do wild witches do? They go out into the wild. They commune with the natural kingdoms of the wild. They communicate with the animals. They find their spirit animals, their totem animals. My power animal is a Black Panther. So I'm very connected with the reclaiming our power. I'm a bird woman. This raven feather was given to me. Morgan Le Fay, I actually answered her calling. So I work with Morgan Le Fay. I work with Kuan Yin. So it's all about, you guys will be going on your own vision quest when you listen to me. You will be able to get a lot of unanswered questions answered. You will get some new insight. You will get some new information. And I always tell people, a lot of times when I talk and I do my videos, I have another channel that I work with the light workers and the star seeds and the UFO community. I always say, a lot of times when I'm doing things like this, I'm channeling the energy from my higher self. So so yes, this is like this is going to be like going on a vision quest. So how exciting is that? So perfect card. So yes, I'm also an Oracle. So just want to keep this video quick, and here we are in Halloween time, Samhain, which is my favorite time of the year. For me, it's Halloween every day. Orange is my favorite color, orange and black. And, I'm always remembering the ancestors, those who have gone before me. If you can see in the back, well, part of it, those are pictures of all of those who have crossed over, animals and family members. And yeah, and so that's one of my paintings. So yes, I'm an artist. I love to do horses. I love to do fantasy things. And fantasy really is not fantasy, is it? Imagination. You all know we need our imagination, and it's not just imagination, is it? It's connecting with different dimensions, different realities. And so that's all I wanted to say in this. I hope this is a short video, but I don't do big productions. I am just grounded down to earth. I'm half gypsy, so I do things raw and grounded. I don't do these big productions with all this music. And so if you're looking for something like that, you probably will be disappointed because I don't do that. I just give you my wisdom and my knowledge about what it's like to be a wild witch, why we are wild witches, what we really came here for, what we should be doing, especially now. We're coming into 2021. 2020 has been the beginning of the age of Aquarius. It was the year of the witch. And now is when we should be waking up to who we truly are and why we are really here to really, it is a spiritual warfare, you guys. And I've done a lot of battling against the dark for many, many years. The dark has been against me because they knew from when we were born, they saw our light. They knew right away, here comes another one. Here comes another one. And so our whole lives, we've been targeted to stop us from becoming who we are and from using our powers, and to stop this darkness. Chemtrails is another darkness. I can actually clear chemtrails out of the air. If you don't know what chemtrails are, you guys, come on, you're way, way behind. Start looking for chemtrails. Watch the sky. I mean, if you start seeing these crisscrossing patterns of clouds in the air, that is warfare. That is a war from outside beings that want to take over this planet. They want to terraform this planet for themselves. They hate carbon life. We are carbon life. They hate trees because of the symbiosis, the relationship we have. We breathe out carbon dioxide. The trees take it in and give us oxygen. So there is a battle going on for this planet too. And while we're sitting around making teas and tinctures, we're losing our planet, guys. And so, you know, this is huge warning. And this is why I decided to come out and start this channel. I'm like a bridge between you and the UFO, the Starseed, the Lightworker community. It's just terms. These are just words. But the witches term has been around a lot longer. It's all still the same thing, but a lot of us witches have lost sight. We've been programmed. There's a lot of false light in a lot of what we do. So sorry if this got long. So stick with me, guys, and we're going to learn some different things. And of course, we're going to learn all about healing and working with animals and crystals and the spiral wheel, and how this can help assist us in this planet. Gaia is already going into the fifth dimension, and she wants the rest of us to go with her. It's a choice. We have to do the work. And so, Phoenix out. We'll talk to you soon on my first video.